Hello. You are absolutely welcome to my channel. And listen, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to turn on your notification bells so when I upload new videos, you'll be the first one to know about it. Guys, I'm very, very pleased. I'm very pleased to announce that this man called Toby Adegboyega of SPAC Nation, his church has finally been shut down. Yes, this is exactly what we need. This man was walking around like he owned London, a preacher, a teacher of the word. This is supposed to be a Jesus representative who dresses up in all things designer, everything designer, at the expense of the youngsters in his ministry. Young people have been made. One of his pastors had this to say.
Account right now. I need all of you to go and locate whatever you have in your account right now. Go and meet someone, borrow, beg, steal if you have to make sure that you contribute to this 1111 seed. At this point, I don't care how much it is, just go and find money to make sure you contribute to this 1111 seed for our Pastor Toby's birthday. I am begging you. Now, as I'm speaking to you now, listen, I'm almost getting stopped by police, but I'm going to locate that money for myself because I have to give. Yes, seed was last week or whenever it was, but my pastor's birthday is today. And if I'm saying I honor this man of God, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that I'm contributing to this money. Please meet Pastor Genevieve, who will give you further details on how to make sure you get that money to where it needs to go. But I'm begging you, please, let's start preparing our money from now. Go and borrow, beg, steal, whatever it is you need to do to make sure that you have to give to this. Don't let this day go by, or don't let this birthday rather go by without you having given. Okay? All right.
You heard her. She said, if you have to beg, steal, borrow to give towards Pastor Toby's birthday. Some of the youngsters in the church were told to donate blood for money just to give to the church. People were put in debt in this church. How this man was allowed to carry on for so long, just beyond belief. So what's happened? SPAC Nation Church has been shut down by the government following the fraud allegations. The church was once hailed by UK politicians as a beacon of hope, really, for ex-gang members, was hit by allegations of financial exploitation of its members in 2019. That's when the whole thing came out. We learned that youngsters were asked to go and get loans so they could sow seeds in church. Sow seeds. What kind of seed do you sow with money? This is how these Christianity and the Christian leaders, this is how they fleece people of money. Tell the congregation to sow seeds. Seeds that never ever germinate. Seeds that you will never have the harvest of. The only person who receives the harvest of these seeds are the pastors. They're the only ones who their pockets are fattened. But the members, they just get poorer and poorer. So the church was once hailed as a beacon of hope for ex-gang members. It was hit by allegations of financial exploitation and safeguarding abuses of its members, which it denies. Its congregation is mainly comprised of young black people from impoverished communities. SPAC Nation's recent financial statements set out £610,000 of rent expenditure. However, the company did not have a base of its own and hired venues across London to hold services at significant expense, the court heard. The chief investigator for the Insolvency Service said, while SPAC Nation claimed it had noble intentions to support vulnerable and young people, our inquiries uncovered a different side of the charity. There were unclear concerns around how the church group managed its affairs, and SPAC Nation failed to properly account for income received from donations and other expenditure. The court recognized the severity of SPAC Nation's actions, and this sends a strong message that proper records and accounts must be maintained even if you are a charity. After allegations about the church came to light, having been first reported by HuffPost UK, the Met Police and Charity Commission launched investigations into the activities, which are still ongoing. I love that for them. Investigations are still ongoing. At that time, there were claims that pastors allegedly pressured young people in the congregation to sell their own blood to raise funds, in a practice referred to as bleeding for seed. Guys, can you hear that? Youngsters were told to bleed for seed. Well, guys, SPAC Nation has been closed by the government. Guys, this is good news, and I hope that they keep investigating and they keep doing the work. I really appreciate the government for taking this step, and I hope that this is a start and a first of many to come, because a lot of these churches take advantage of people. They claim to be speaking for a God that they have never proven to exist. How does anyone know what God wants? How does anyone know what God desires, what God feels, what God thinks? What these people claim all these things, but really and truly, a God that has never shown himself, that has never been here to show us anything about himself. How do we know about him? How do we know about this God? So, well, guys, let me know what your thoughts are. And yes, I have a look at the following videos of this man and his shenanigans and see why his church had to be closed down. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up, make sure to like, make sure to share, and yes, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll catch you in the next video.
Problem, they didn't stand up in their generation. They told us to be fucking praying, guys. We were praying. They're still praying in Nigeria. There's no stupid COVID restriction, okay? I'm tired of everything Christianity. I'm just tired. I'm tired. That's what my dad taught me all the way. We saw police take bribe. They said God will solve it. God didn't do jack. I don't want nobody calling me, telling me about how God would do anything. I don't want to hear it no more. I heard it as a child. I grew up in my dad's house, and God did not do nothing. And about celebrities, I've said it. I've reached out. AJ has reached out, talking, asked for me to call and all that. But look, it's the movement of the people.
So as you guys can see, Davido's performing whilst Toby's taking a bundle of cash and handing it over to him. Again, a lot of people have said this happened in a nightclub, but what we can see is this: it does resemble a place that looks like a nightclub where Davido's performing and Toby is basically entertaining and taking out money and giving it to him. Something similar to what rappers will do in a strip club when they're entertained by the stripper, they decide to get money and to throw at them. Now, people are asking, where's the friendship from? People need to understand one thing. Toby has failed with SPAC Nation, and he's also failed with the Nation family. So people need to understand him being...
Hi guys, it's my birthday, as you know. Watch the stories, you'll get more updates. But guess what? My sons and daughters are out, and this is the convoy. So I've got to show you so that you'll be inspired. If you're angry, it's because you don't like good things. We all walked out from the couches. Come on, let me show you.